Tony calmed Pepper while instructing her to pull out the wires. Pepper, suppressing her fear, shakily extended her hand into Tony's chest. The pressure on her hands was even greater than the emotional strain of the moment. Fortunately, the procedure was successfully completed without any mishaps. With the reactor ready to be inserted, Tony lightened the tense moment with a joke. Pepper asked how to deal with the removed device, and Tony nonchalantly replied, "Whatever, do as you like." Pepper left, deep in thought. Meanwhile, Tony had more pressing matters to attend to, redesigning the Mark II suit, a challenge perfectly suited to his expertise. Building on the foundation of the Mark I, Tony removed unnecessary components, making the suit lighter. However, the propulsion system still wasn't perfect. His priority was to enhance the leg armor. Before long, it was time for the first test flight. Dummy, his robotic assistant, was tasked with firefighting, while JARVIS handled recording the results. After thorough preparation, Tony initiated the hand-controlled system to maintain stability. Though he failed initially, by the 37th test, Tony had wised up and started with just 1% thrust. The results were unexpectedly positive. Tony increased the thrust to 2.5%. Everything was going well until the leg thrusters lost balance, causing the suit to wobble mid-air. Despite this, he managed to land safely. Tony reinforced the leg supports and added a helmet integrated with an AI assistant to handle item recognition and targeting. With all systems ready, the suit no longer required manual operation, thanks to an automated assembly system. As the countdown ended, the Mark II suit soared into the sky, reaching speeds of 500 meters per second. The freedom of flying in the air was a dream Tony had had since childhood. The thrill was beyond description. Everything seemed smooth, and Tony became a bit overconfident. He made a daring move, shifting from horizontal gliding to vertical ascent, determined to test the suit's altitude limit. Ignoring the AI's warnings, he pushed the suit to its limits. At 8,500 feet, the armor's surface began to freeze. The propulsion system failed due to the ice, and the suit lost power, entering free fall. At the critical moment, Tony manually activated the de-icing system. Once the ice was cleared, the Mark II regained power and quickly pulled up, narrowly avoiding a crash with just a meter to spare. Truly, genius often borders on madness. Tony immediately began work on the Mark III, addressing the freezing issue by switching to a titanium gold alloy, which also reduced the suit's weight. At that moment, he saw a news broadcast about an attack on Gulmira, a small town, using weapons he had manufactured. Filled with anger, Tony vowed to make those terrorists pay. By the time Tony arrived, Gulmira had become a living nightmare. A father about to be executed caused his son to cry uncontrollably. Just as despair loomed, Iron Man descended from the sky. Bullets ricocheted harmlessly off the suit as Tony sent one of the attackers flying with a single punch. A repulsor blast from his palm eliminated another. However, Tony was shocked when the terrorists resorted to using women and children as human shields. Faced with this despicable tactic, Tony remained calm, quickly formulating a plan. He precisely targeted and neutralized the terrorists, freeing the hostages in an instant. Unwavering resolve, Tony raised his hand and continued clearing the area, not even needing to look back.